what did you do in 2K when you this is like 3-4 years ago when you got stuff on 2K? What stuff do you do? Talking to the mic.
It was really expensive at that point, because that's when he just passed away and they made packs. So when I got that card, I sold it because it was at the really high point. And
so you sold the high.
Yeah, and it was going at like 600K. And then like a week later, it dropped down to like 200K because then people kind of forgot about the card and were more focused on the new cards.
So that's investing. Welcome to the Jason Theory. It's episode 10, and this is a special episode because I am joined by the one, the only, Big Willie style, my 11-year-old son. And it's gonna be a great episode because I think if you do have kids or you don't have kids, everybody wonders. I get the same question: how do you manage doing what you do with 3 boys? And also, it must be tough raising kids these days, just because of everything that's going on between COVID and some unrest and things that are going on around the world that are crazy. And how do you manage talking to your kids about that? So I think it's gonna be a great episode for real estate agents and for people that want to get into the business and have children. And on top of it, people that have children and just want to know how other parents are dealing with certain things that are going on. So Willie, welcome.
Hello.
Okay, we're going to talk loud and clear because people just are going to love to hear what you have to say. All right, Will, how old are you?
I'm 11, and my birthday is March 7th.
I wasn't even going to get into that, but I love it. March 7th. What grade are you in?
I'm going into 6th grade.
Into 6th grade, okay. What are your favorite things to do right now?
Play basketball outside.
Okay.
Sometimes, I don't know, watch TV.
Okay.
And also, I like to play video games.
All right.
Yeah.
And those are your passions right now?
Yeah.
Okay. What exactly, if someone was to come up to you and said, what does your dad do? What would your answer be?
He's a real estate agent, and he sells houses.
All right. So what is the best thing about having a dad that sells real estate? Like, what are the benefits? Obviously we found our house because I sell real estate, but what are some of the other benefits that come from somebody? Like if somebody was like, hey, I'm thinking about getting into real estate, but I have kids and, I'm not sure how that's going to affect my kids in terms of schedule and stuff. What are some of the best things about it?
I don't know, because, you can move things around. It's not where, a 9-to-5 job, you have to do, all of the things in order. You can move, I don't know, work around.
My schedule's flexible.
Yeah, it's flexible, and it's not where you have to be on the job for 7 hours straight. You can have breaks to take me to places.
Yeah. So what kind of places do we go to?
To Bradley to hit baseballs, and also we play basketball there, and then Midtown to swim and work out.
Do you like working out?
Yeah, it's fun.
So we just joined Midtown. Well, I've been there for a while, but now we have the family membership and you enjoy working out.
Yeah, it's fun because I feel like it's not too hard because some moves you can do, but
what's too hard? Working out?
I don't know. No, it's not too hard. It's pretty fun because it takes up a lot of time. You don't really expect when you're doing it, you feel like it's only been 10 minutes, but it's actually been an hour or something.
You mean the actual working out?
Yeah.
Well, you got to tell people that. They don't know what you're thinking.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then what are some of the pitfalls? So there's some things that you're this is sometimes what I hate that dad does real estate.
She's always on calls.
I'm always on calls. Okay.
Yeah. And you're always working at night, so you can never sit on the couch and watch a movie.
Yeah. So that's part of the yin and the yang of a flexible schedule. So I can take off. But
then
I take you to school.
Yeah.
I pick you up from school sometimes. We go work out. We go to the gym. But at the same time, my schedule's longer because I can make it up at nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those are the goods and the bads, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, with real estate, you're not able to call it quits at 5, but at the same time, I can bust out in the afternoons and we can do stuff, which is nice. Okay. So what would you do when you get older in terms of what are reasons that you would want to buy a house?
To live, to not be like, to have a house and to be able to come home from work and be able to sit down and relax, and also not like live on the street. I would like to live in a house.
Yeah. So you don't want to live on the street. That's good.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, you could rent too.
Also, I would like to rent a big apartment because I don't want somebody to break into my house. I want to be on a higher level so no one can break into my house.
So for safety.
Yeah.
But you can also buy an apartment too. You don't have to rent that.
Oh, then I'll buy an apartment.
Okay. So when you let's shift gears a little bit and let's talk about in terms of things that we talk about in the house in terms of investing and stuff like that and what you're doing for your future and stuff. Have you ever thought about the first time that you started, maybe you didn't even know this, the first time that you started investing and flipping and thinking about making money? Do you remember?
Probably in like 2021.
That's last year.
Yeah, it is.
It happened before then.
You think?
Yeah. You know when you started investing? Think about this. Well, how was the time that you grabbed that pink Kobe that was really limited on 2K that you got randomly?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So what did you do? What did you do in 2K when you... This is like 3-4 years ago. When you got stuff on 2K, what stuff do you do? Talking to the mic.
It was really expensive at that point because that's when he just passed away and they made packs. So when I got that card, I sold it because it was at the really high point. And
so you sold the high.
Yeah, and it was going at like 600K. And then like a week later, it dropped down to like 200K because then people kind of forgot about the card and were more focused on the new cards.
So that's investing.
Yeah,
so
yes.
instead, so that's the metaverse. So that's what people are talking about when they're talking about NFTs, the metaverse, selling stuff.
And
so
I could buy a whole team.
Yeah, so
of
you
good cards.
You took a Kobe card that you knew was at its peak because he had just passed and
also
sold
the
it.
packs just came out, so like the more people that would open the packs, the more it would go down because people are getting.
So you know what that's called? If more people are getting the Kobe card,
supply and demand.
Yes. Look at this. He's 11, supply and demand. So that is investing. So you knew the supply would increase, but before the supply would increase, you wanted to get rid of the Kobe card.
Yes.
You sold that Kobe card,
And then
you bought a
new
whole team. Do you remember the team you bought?
No.
Remember any of the players?
No, I think.
But you did good at that new team.
Yeah, I did really good. That was when I like just got into 2K, like real.
But you were into 2K, but I think isn't one of the best things you love about 2K is flipping?
Yeah. And opening packs.
You
and
like
then
opening packs. Yeah. So now you're really into card investing, sports cards. You love sports cards. What do you like better? Do you like the digital version of like 2K where you can make money that way? Or do you like having the asset? Do you like having the tangible?
I like having it because also it hurts my head looking at the screen.
Well, forget about the head screen. I'm talking about, do you like the fact that you have it in your fingers?
Yeah, I like the fact that I have it in my fingers and hand, and I like that I can like sell it and like I have it. It's not digital because the files can get corrupted or something can happen, and you don't have the card, and it's technically not even real. So I would rather have a card that's real than a card that's fake but costs more because I want the real thing that's in my hand.
Yeah, so what you're talking about now is just I want you to realize what you're doing is what I do. But you're doing it at 11, right? It's the same basis, right? Because you wanted to buy a tangible asset. You want like you talked about when you want to own a home, you want to be able to have somewhere to sleep, right? So when you have that card, you have the tangible asset. You have the card in front of you. When you're talking about real estate, it's brick and mortar. It means you have the house. So you have the card and you can do what you want the card. You can keep it, you can appreciate, you can sell it. When you're looking at cards and want to know to sell or like you just had a trade that you loved, what are the things that you're looking for as an investor in a card? So if parents have somebody that's getting into sports cards, I love this, like how I got into comic books when I was young, because sports cards, it is an
And
investment.
you can also trade.
You can trade, you can sell
I
it,
did a
and you
trade
have it.
yesterday, and
So tell us about the trade and why you made the trade.
okay, so I gave up 2 pretty good players and other really good players, but I got back a guy. It's his autograph, and there's only 99 copies made. But the reason why I got it is because his teammate, the best player on the team, just left, so he's gonna be the starting player. So then he's gonna do really good, and his prices are gonna go up, and then I'll have
So the person in front of him that was the star, DeJounte Murray, was traded.
yeah.
So since that guy was traded, you wanted to trade for the next guy because you're buying him low. And you're hoping next season he has a blowout season, and then that card value goes up, and you can trade or sell that card.
Yeah, because also I did that. It's a good trade right now too, because the card's like $100 right now, just as a regular.
Because it's limited.
Card. Yeah, because it's limited, and I gave up maybe 5 $2 cards, but they're rookie cards, so they're probably gonna go way up in value. But I got a card that I can sell right now for $100 that can buy me the next 2K, which I want.
So you're trading your cards to buy
2K.
a video game.
Yes.
But hey, you're making money out of.
But I can also not sell it. Like one card that I am gonna sell is $600. I don't really like the player, and he's not even that good. It's just because it's a limited card, it's expensive. So I'm gonna sell that card, and I can buy 4 copies of 2K.
And now what? Or you could buy more cards.
Or I
you
could
get
buy
rookies.
Or I could buy another box, which I found that card in. Or I could buy a really high end box.
So a box.
has,
So let's say
cards.
you got this card that's worth $600. What did the box run?
I think I bought off Fanatics for $170.
So $170, and you're gonna make $600 on the one card.
And there's also 100 more cards that are in there that probably have way more value added. I got a lot of rookies that are really good, that won Rookie of the Year or that are all-stars now, that also can add more value.
So what's the long-term goal for your collection? Do you want to get bigger? Do you want to get at some point? Do you want to take all these smaller assets and get a really big card?
Yeah, I was trying to save up for a Kobe once, but then I realized it was pretty expensive. Kobe autograph was $1,200, but if I sell a couple of my good cards, if I sell the card that I have that's $600, and I sell this one rookie card that's $100, and I sell this other card that's $250, it'll be about $1,000. But then I still need 200 more, but I lose so much value in a couple cards.
So how's
That
the
could
how's
go
the
up.
card market been going? Has it been going up and down, or is
I
it
don't know. I feel like it's going a bit up.
a bit up?
Yeah.
We've seen some dips. The Kobe card dipped.
Yeah, the Kobe rookie was dipped from I don't know, 2,000 to 1,500, 1,400.
Okay, so the long term then is to get higher end cards.
Yeah.
As you grow. Okay. So let's take a shift now. So that's investing. So I think the main point about this is that when parents are watching their kids play video games sometimes, take some interest in that video game and understand what they're doing. There's a lot of times some life lessons that are being taught on there in terms of investing. I mean, obviously if you're playing Mario Brothers, it's not, but a lot of these sports games have money management. You have to manage a team, you have to manage personalities, and you have to trade, right? You're constantly trying to trade to upgrade your team.
Or sell and flip cards.
Yeah, sell and flip cards. Okay. So what is your favorite social media platform right now as an 11-year-old?
Probably YouTube, but
YouTube.
yeah, because I can watch videos, and I can also support a YouTuber by giving them views.
Who's your favorite YouTuber right now? What are actually not yours? What YouTuber are kids into right now your age?
I mean, I don't know. Ryan Trahan is really big because he survived 30 days with 1 penny, and he traded up, and yeah. Also, Mr. Beast, obviously. Another big one is I don't know.
So this guy had a penny.
Yeah.
And he traded up.
For 30 days.
So he just took the penny, kept trading.
Every single day there's an episode on YouTube. And he basically made like 500 grand off it because he got like 190 million views. He made so much money off that. But he's posting videos constantly with like no photographer. It was just him. And what he did is like, he's very entertaining, and that's why people love him. And he also like helps people. He's really nice to people on the street and that stuff. And
do the YouTubers that are doing like that you watch, are they doing a lot of social stuff in terms of like taking care of people and giving back to the community?
Yeah, he's good. Also, Mr. Beast, obviously, he gives away like millions of dollars. Obviously,
he's like the big guy, right? Yeah. He's the number one honcho on YouTube.
He just he gave away he made a chocolate factory basically, and he gave it away in a contest, and the guy that won, he could sell it back to the main guy, Mr. Beast, and he made $500K off that.
Oh my God! So do you want to get involved in that? Like, do you like that?
No.
You don't want to get involved in
I don't really care about that. All I care about is sports cards and getting better cards.
All right. So then, what type of changes? Since you comment on my social media all the time, what stuff have I done good, and what stuff do I need to work on? What stuff I'll tell you, like realtors are always trying to get into social media and post on TikTok and stuff like that. What stuff that you're watching that realtors do that's good, and stuff that realtors do that's bad? Because you see that feed, because you see my feed, so you see other realtors.
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't see other realtors.
Okay, what do I do that you like?
I feel like
what I need to work on first.
What you need to work on is a lot.
A lot? Okay, well, tell me.
I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't be on TikTok. I feel like that you should just be selling homes. Because it wastes your time, and I don't know how many clients you're gonna get from doing TikTok. And
You'd be surprised how many people reach out to me because of TikTok. Actually. Okay,
I guess. But I feel like if you're, I don't know,
well, think about this. You're
edits, like there's really good like editing on TikTok.
My editing stinks, right?
It's not too good.
How are my hooks? Are they getting better? You like the last one I did?
I like the last one with 10K.
Yeah.
We had a 10K, and then everybody was commenting how that's not 10K. The thing is, you don't have to comment on everybody's.
But they say you're supposed to comment because that's how you get more engagement and it goes viral.
Yeah, I guess. Because then you get more comments. I don't know. Because you had like 12 comments, and then you commented on every single one, and you got 24.
I have 26 comments. Yeah. How many comments did you get when you went on TikTok and you said something about a basketball player?
I don't post any videos.
No, but you commented. Remember people commented back?
Oh, yeah. It was a WNBA player dunking, and she's like 7 foot. So I wasn't really impressed. And I said how she's 7 foot and how Spud Webb has better dunks than her. And I got 3K likes. I didn't really expect to get that many likes on a comment, but I got 3,000 likes.
Nice. And how about Instagram? Do you like that better or worse than TikTok?
I feel like you
told me you love TikTok.
Yeah, Instagram is good because it shows you like basketball charts. Like, I don't know. Like the other day, it was like, I don't have Instagram, but one of the posts was like most points scored by each draft class, and it just shows you that. And
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, on TikTok, it's always videos. And like
but
not that many NBA
you use TikTok to practice basketball, to do other things, to learn stuff like that.
Yeah. There's good basketball drills, and there's good like workout drills on that. Mm-hmm.
What do you think is, to pivot again, what do you think is the hardest thing right now at schools?
At school.
Is it schoolwork? Is it... Will's a straight A student, so we won't talk about that. But
it's going into this teacher's class, which I hate, and it's having to sit through it. That's why.
That's the worst thing, sitting through class? Also,
read aloud. I hate read aloud. It's so, like, boring. I just don't find interest in the books. Like, the last book we read was, like, about, like, this, like, girl, like... who was like,
so if you don't have interest in the book, and a parent's like, my kid isn't interested in school, how do you get engaged? Like, how do you I don't know. Do you read your own books, or you?
No, you can't. It's like 30 minutes of our teacher reading a book, which It's fine. Like, some of the endings of the book are really, really good. And one book I really liked, it was actually, like, one of my favorite books.
Which book was that?
Amari and the Night Brothers.
Okay.
That was actually...
Is that a popular book? People read that in school?
He just... B.B. Alston, that was his first ever... That was his debut book. And there's another one coming out in, like, August, right when school starts, which I also need to buy. But, yeah, it's... I feel like you can't do anything in real loud. You just have to listen. And if the book's, like, bad, then the book's bad. You can't really do anything about it. I mean...
How do you feel about school other than that? Pressures of school?
It's
like
fun.
trying to...
I like it because then it pushes me to, like, do good on things. And for, like, tests, I like to study because then I can do good. And then...
Do you like to do good? Do you like to do good on tests because you want to be
Yes,
the best?
'cause
Or
if
do you
I
like
do-
to do good tests because you're thinking about your future? What motivates you?
If I do bad, then it's bad. Then
what
that's not
what
good.
motivates you to be good?
What motivates me to be good is because it's pretty easy to get straight. Like, nothing is, like, that hard in class. Like, the hardest test is, like, I don't know. It's not that hard. I mean, I went back for 1 hour of school and I still got that.
But what
I mean, it's
like
kinda
I know,
like-
but there's got to be something. There's got to be a reason why you want to do good.
I want to do good because then I can be the best in the class. Then I can be a valedictorian, which Lee was, and I want to do that.
Oh, you do. So
Yeah, I
your
do.
other brother was valedictorian, but you said you didn't want to be valedictorian.
No,
But do
I'm
you
worried
really
of
want to
not
be?
getting it.
You're worried that you won't.
Yeah, I won't get it.
But if you're worried about failing, then how do you even know, like, to succeed, right? You've got to.
I try to do good, and if that good isn't good enough, then
It's okay then.
Yeah.
That's okay if it's good. If you try your hardest and you don't do it, there's
But
nothing
then I
wrong.
rethink if I'm actually trying my hardest.
Well, are you?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, that's a discussion that you have to have with yourself, right? No one knows if you're trying your hardest. Only
I
you
think
do.
I am. I don't know.
All right. So, are you nervous about tests that you're gonna have to take in 7th and 8th grade to get into high school?
Yes.
So you start worrying about that now.
Yeah, I do.
Does that kind of mentally drain you a little bit? Is it?
Yes.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
What else do you stress about as a 6th grader in the schooling?
And
Or does the violence kind of get to you a little bit? I mean, you can talk about that.
Yeah.
It's scary, right?
Yeah, that's scary to go to school.
And not know, like, and be scared
Yeah.
sometimes. What do you do in terms of that? You guys practice how to be safe?
No, we haven't had a single tornado or, like, where if somebody comes into the school, we haven't had any of those drills. It's just fire drills, which I think everybody knows how to run out the school. Like,
So you guys are not going over drills if someone comes into the school?
no, we haven't done a single one. I mean, I missed a couple days this year. I missed like 5 or 10 days, but there's no way that in those days, like, because we would have multiple. We have multiple fire drills.
Yeah. So you think you would have had one of those multiple drills too?
Yeah. Like, I feel like some schools, if there's a fire going outside in a single file line, that just doesn't make sense. We get to, like, run down the stairs as fast as we can, which I think is good because if there's a fire, you don't want to be walking down the stairs in a single file line while the fire is almost going to
Well, yeah, but if you guys are all running and trampling each other, people could get hurt.
No, like, we can, like, go down the stairs. We don't have to go in the line. You don't
hear
have to,
you.
like, sprint down the stairs. I mean, I do, but I don't know.
Just a controlled walk.
Yeah, I just, like, skip the stairs. And when there's 3 stairs left, I just jump down and I keep going.
What is the hard? What do you like and don't like about travel and competitive sports at your age?
Okay,
be
total
honest.
shift.
Yeah,
But
total shift. We're
I feel
shifting.
like in travel, it's fun because, like, I feel like it's better because everybody on your team knows what to actually do. Like, they won't set you a screen 15 feet away from you.
I know, but do you think that what I'm trying to get at here is, do you think that for parents that are thinking about sending their kids to travel sports or just playing house sports, do you think sometimes there's just a little too much pressure, or is that stuff that you like?
I mean,
Because you've had your moments in travel.
yeah, I feel like when I did travel, I liked it, but, like, I don't know, like, it's kind of annoying to wake up at, like, 6 a.m. to go to a tournament at 7 a.m., but it's still really fun. Like, you get to enjoy, you get to play with your friends. And I feel like it's better because if you're a really good house player and if you want to try travel basketball, baseball, I feel like it doesn't matter. But in travel basketball, somebody can like help you out by sending you an off screen. You can go around it, get the ball, and go score a layup. In house, no one's doing that.
So it's tougher as a better player to play house.
If you're being one-on-one guarded by another travel player, it's so much harder to score on them there because people don't know what they're doing. So you can't get open. No one's gonna set you a screen. You know.
Do you ever feel that it's too much and you're like, man, I just want to play sometimes and I don't like the pressure of having to win, or do you enjoy that?
No, I want to win.
You want to win.
I don't care about the pressure.
The pressure doesn't bother you.
I mean, I don't like if we lost the game by 1 run walk off and I'm the pitcher, I won't cry. I don't really care that much. We just move on. We have like 20 games, so we'll have another opportunity.
Just go on to the next
on to the next play. But like many other people in basketball, if we lose a game, they're crying. Like, I don't feel that. I don't really.
You just know there's more games.
Yeah. And I know that
when
game is not going to affect my like 70 years of living.
Okay. So hopefully more than that. So when you pitch and the bases were loaded and it's a 2-1 game and you had to strike out everybody because you got put in, what are you feeling then?
I don't know.
What's going on in your head?
I'm feeling like I'm the villain because
you're the villain?
Yeah.
Why do you feel that you're the villain?
I don't know. I like being that. I don't know. The coach was saying how slow I was pitching. I struck out like all the travel kids. I don't care. Literally.
So let's break that down. So the coach says to you, I want you guys to get in the mind of my son, which is insane.
The coach said, this is like coach pitch. And then
you're on the mound and you can hear him disrespecting you.
Yes. And then I strike out all the kids.
I know, but what does that say in your head? What do you say? You can't say something to him. You can't say F you to him to his face. So what are you saying in your head? I'm
just thinking in my head, I'm going to strike out all the kids and then go talk to him after the game. And I want to go tell him how I'm such a slow pitcher. But I strike out all your 11 first-team travel players.
So you struck out all the travel team players, and then you found the coach.
And then after the game...
This is a true story.
I walked up to the coach, and I told him how I pitched like coach pitch. He's like, but you strike out everyone out. I'm like, yeah, I'm pitched like coach pitch, just like you told me. And then he just walked away, because he was probably so mad. And they're such a better team than us. Our team is...
It's okay.
Yeah, they're such a better team than us, and we.
So when you were at the mound, you weren't nervous that you were there. You're like, I'm just gonna strike these people out.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like.
Do you get nervous? I don't know you to get nervous.
No, not really.
Why do you think you don't get nervous as an 11-year-old in press situations? You don't get nervous at school. You don't get nervous in sports. Why do you think?
We're playing the Brewers.
I don't want to know a game situation.
No,
okay.
And I feel like I'm not nervous because, like, this kid hit a bomb to center field. I'm not nervous because a lot of the plays that I think that are, like, look like my fault aren't my fault. I mean, they're all errors.
Get away from the fact that the play should have been made behind you. I'm asking you, why don't you get nervous in situations?
Because I feel like that. I don't know. I just feel like...
Do you say to yourself, I'm better than you, to the person you're facing? Basketball, baseball, school, whatever it is?
I mean, yeah, I probably am.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's something in you that a lot of people don't have, and I think a lot of parents are like, how does my kid get there? And it's not anything I did, but there's an attitude that you have inside you.
Yeah, I just want to do the best, and I want to be the best person at that skill. I don't want to, like, for baseball coming in, I wasn't good at all. I was like the worst player on my team, and then I wanted to be good. So I started training, and then now, Now you're
an all-star.
Yeah.
So do you think that putting in the work is the main reason?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm always worried before house basketball game, house baseball game, travel basketball. Like, it doesn't really matter. I'm always worried.
You get worried.
Yeah.
When does that wash out of you?
Probably after like the first 3 minutes of the game, because like during the first minute of the game, if I'm on a fast break, I can't go fast. Like, my legs are like literally like frozen. I can't move at all. Like, I'll be running down the court, and I just can't go fast. My legs feel like they're frozen. So I feel like if I get into the game, once I get into the game, it's better. And once I make my first shot or once I get my first layup, that will be better.
Then you get loose. That was like that too. Like the first hit in football, then I was loose.
Yeah.
If there is one thing I say to you after games that you could say, Dad, I don't like when you say that stuff, or what would it be?
I don't know.
What should
you
parents...
say how I need to get better at dribbling after we just lost a game to a buzzer beater? That isn't really like, that's like...
I'm too critical?
No, I don't care, but like if we win, then I'll take that. But if we just lost the championship game...
I shouldn't say anything.
No, you don't say anything.
Okay. So parents need to make sure they don't say anything after a loss.
Yeah.
What's a good amount of time to be like, let's reflect on this game?
I don't know, like the next day.
The next day. Do you think the way that I am somewhat critical here and there has helped you?
Yes.
Okay. Let's leave on this. So if you had a message to tell kids that want to be in your shoes, you're trading cards, you're making money, you've got straight A's, you're excelling in sports, what's the main thing that you would tell somebody if a kid walked up to you and said, Will, give me some advice in terms of I'm a 9-year-old and I want to progress. What's...
I'm 11.
No, but they're 9.
Oh, okay.
They're coming up to you.
Okay, so
You
I
got
feel
a
like...
kid on your team that's 9 that comes up to you and they look up to you and they're like, well, give me some words of wisdom.
Okay,
And
so...
make this not 10 minutes long.
Okay.
What would you tell that person? A quick hit.
If they want to play sports, if they want to do sports cards, save your money and buy as many sports cards as you want.
Forget... No. Don't...
What?
I don't... Hold up. Not like a specific thing. Like, what do you do in your head? That you say like...
Just always remember that you're probably going to have another chance at something like baseball. You strike out and you're crying. Like, you're going to have another chance. There's no way you're going to get one at bat. You're going to have another chance to,
So have short memory.
Have short memory, and also just try to do your best. And like a lot of people say that. Oh, and they really like... How many people actually like say like, do your best? Like, I get worried because I'm not doing my best. But I feel like if you put enough work, you shouldn't be worried because that work that like will always come back to you, like the things that you do.
So the work that you put in, right,
Yeah.
prepares you. What's the 5 P's? Do you remember it?
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
There you go. 5 P's.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Yeah.
Derek Rose also said that.
Yeah, and it seems like you've taken that to heart. Well, I want to thank you.
Yeah, I know, but he also tore his Achilles, so he's probably just saying that.
He didn't tore his Achilles.
He tore his knee.
His ACL.
ACL.
All right. So, Will, thank you.
Yes.
The parents, the 11-year-olds, the people that are trying to be the best, appreciate your words of wisdom.
I don't know if that's true, but okay.
And I appreciate you waking up this morning. I know you're not.
Yeah, I'm so tired.
You're tired and doing this with me. I love you, buddy.
Okay, bye.